Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to go over the DOG Week 26, the Sahara Desert. I'm going to go in a little bit more detail for this particular DOG and just kind of give you all of the background information that you're going to need to help you answer all of the questions for this week's assignment. The Sahara Desert starts with an introduction. These paragraphs and bullet points are helpful. I'm going to go over some of those details as I show you the map, but if you get stuck, please come back and read through some of these bullet points to help you answer the questions. There are some key vocabulary words, and some of these we've used before and some of them we haven't. So I'm going to go over some of the new ones that are definitely going to be used in this week's DOG. A biome is a large area or environment that shares the same general climate of temperature and rainfall. Different biomes support different types of plants and animals. So the biome that we're going to look at today is this one, including the Sahara Desert. One of the other keywords is ecosystem. You might have used ecosystem in science class this year. An ecosystem is a community of animals and plants interacting with their environment. Some of the words that will look familiar are nomad and oasis. Remember, the plural of oasis is oases. You'll see that word show up in one of the questions. And as I look at my map of the Sahara Desert, you see this area with all of the little dots is kind of outlined here. This is the Sahara Desert. So it's in the northern region of Africa. We have the Nile River here, which we've been studying. We've been looking at ancient Egypt and the Nile River. So this part should look familiar. But Sahara Desert stretches all the way across east to west, the northern part of Africa. There are 3 paragraphs off to the side of your map. These 3 paragraphs are going to help you answer 3 of the questions. This first paragraph is about the animals and plants. The second paragraph talks more specifically about the plants, and the third paragraph is about the people. So when you have questions about how did the animals adapt, how did the plants adapt, and how did the people adapt, which I believe are some of the Thursday and Friday questions, come back and read these paragraphs for that piece of information. It also talks about some of the animals and plants that are located in the Sahara Desert. You've got a short list here. You also have an inset map that shows you roughly the size of the Sahara Desert. It says it's about the size of the contiguous United States, which is why they outlined the United States around the top of Africa. You could see if we kind of squished this Sahara Desert within the outline of the United States, they'd be roughly the same size. We have some different rivers within Africa that are labeled besides the Nile. You also have the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. You have the Mediterranean Sea to the north, the Red Sea to the east of the Sahara Desert. So these are bodies of water that are going to help you answer some of these questions. Now that we've looked at the map, I'm going to just quickly go over some of the questions and highlight some of the key words in the questions this week. The Sahara Desert covers northern Africa from the Atlantic Ocean to which sea? You're looking for a sea. The Atlantic Ocean is on the western side, which sea is on the eastern side. Number 2 talks about the size of the Sahara Desert compared to the United States. You've got 3 options here. It says, does it mean it's much smaller, roughly equal to or much larger than the United States. So you have to choose one of these three options. Tuesday talks about two physical features that help make parts of the Sahara Desert more livable. Those, I think, can be found in the background paragraphs, first page. The river that flows to the northeastern edge of the Sahara Desert. Use your compass rose to find the northeastern river. Wednesday talks about some of the vocabulary words, so make sure you use your vocabulary words from the first page. I don't want you to find just random definitions on Google. I want you to use the ones that are included in the DOG to find what is an oasis and what are ergs. Thursday's questions, we talked about these slightly before. Name two ways plants have adapted to the landscape of the Sahara. You're looking for, make sure you name both. Two ways animals have adapted, and Friday, two ways most people have adapted. Use those paragraphs above like I mentioned. And then finally, Sahara is considered an ecosystem. Why is that? You might want to use the background information to explain why the Sahara is an ecosystem. It could also help if you know the definition of ecosystem as well. And that's the final question on this week's DOG. If you get stuck, please let me know. I'm happy to answer your questions from any emails. You can come see me if you still have questions. And please, please, please don't forget to use complete sentences in your answers, to restate the question, and to check your spelling and capitalization. If it's a proper noun, it should be capitalized.